Okay, it's time to show you guys something real cool. Oh, we just lost power. This might just be a giveaway. Oh, what a beast. Wow. Makes my other one look so small. It's just like Christmas. Oh, I am so excited. Does that look awesome or what? So sleek. Sun's just getting ready to rise. Nice cool winter Labrador day. Power. It's a pretty interesting thing. When we're raised into like a typical environment where you're on the grid and your full-time electrical systems are all around you, you simply plug things in or you turn them on. You rarely ever give it a second thought about how much power it takes to run even the simplest things. You just saw me turn on a coffee pot, toaster, stuff that you would do in the morning before you even fully awake. But that stuff draws a tremendous amount of energy. And they're not extravagant pleasures. It's a cup of coffee and a piece of toast. I started to build this cabin last summer. I went into the fall period and we moved in about 2 months ago. And we are totally off-grid. There's no electrical capabilities anywhere around this property. So we had to build this cabin, and now we live in it by generating our own power. And when I say we generate our own power, we have to use something to generate that power for us. I've been using 3 things: a gas generator, which is noisy and expensive and it smells and is the last resort. I use a battery bank, and it gets fueled by wind and solar, and that works pretty good. But not when it comes to something that draws a lot of current. What I've been using to power my tools and now to completely run this cabin are BLUETTI power stations. I've had the BLUETTI AC500P, which is a 2000 watt and 2000 watt hour portable power station. And that thing can run all my tools, and it can now power this cabin entirely. And not only power it, but it can power it smoothly. You can run more than one thing, or you can run a high energy appliance and it works just fine. And that 2000 watt power station does a tremendous job and has been keeping things going flawlessly here. But of course, you're tweaking your system all the time, especially when you're living off grid. Everything is about power and water and heat. So I've been tweaking my... Come here, with Dad. Drop it. Go get him. So I've been tweaking my power system. You know, you're evaluating it every day, and I've decided to upgrade from the 2,000 watt system. BLUETTI now has a 5,000 watt system that is more than sufficient to run everything in this house, and I can run multiple appliances at once. So I'm going to install this new 5,000 watt power station, and I'm going to show you guys how well it works compared to the gas generator and compared to a battery bank. Because I could sit here all day and bore you with all sorts of specifications from this machine. I will show you what this thing is capable of, but at the same time, I'm going to show you in real life how it runs this cabin from start to finish. First, I'm going to sit here and watch that sun come up with a cup of coffee. The battery is the heaviest part. That's what I have here. But it has these nice handles on them, so it makes it easier for carrying around. Like I said, this one's a bit lighter, so it's not as hard to get on top if you got it on a shelf like mine. It snaps right together, right, when it finds its place. You know, on second thought, I got a bit of flexibility here. Here's my other, I got some batteries down here and a battery. So this is my battery bank area. I think I'll just move this battery bank down here with the batteries just to keep things consistent. I got the two units side by side. I don't know, it just looks better in my opinion. Whew, I like that. Okay, let's get some power on here. Power up the unit. I was fooling around with it a bit. It was around about 62% first when I took it out of the box, and I lost 1% of all the stuff I was doing with it out there. So this is a 5,000 watt system. AC500 is the model number. And the exciting part about this unit compared to this one, this is a self-contained unit that I've used for everything and helped me build the cabin, and it currently is my main power source today. And I have those three power sources: my 6-volt batteries, my gas generator if I need it, and my BLUETTI 2,000 watt right here. And this one runs everything like unbelievably well. However, now that we're moving along in our off-grid life, upgrading the systems a bit, then I would like to have something with a little higher wattage. So if you want to use some appliances, which I'll get to the once, so I'll actually demonstrate all this to you to show you how well it works. And this one has the expandable capacity for extra batteries like this. This is one battery. You can actually tie 6 of these batteries into this unit. And each of these batteries, this is the B300S, has a 3072 watt hour base to it. Now what does that mean? Let's round that up to 3100. That means if you had a 100 watt light bulb, it would keep that going for 31 hours. It's all about math. There's a 12 volt socket power there and a couple of USB ports, different types, standard USB and the micro one. And there's a battery indicator here, and you turn your DC power on here as well. There's all sorts of things on this battery. And of course this powers this unit, and this has the cigarette lighter styled DC outputs as well that we're familiar with. All the USB stuff. Of course you can plug in your regular household items in here, and you can even power like an RV and stuff. You know, it's just 30 amp power outlets right here, which is much more. Is a 50 amp one here, so you could just run your full RV after this. This is a wonderful home-made system, but it can be expanded in different capacities as well. To me, that's wonderful, but the main thing is that it's going to power this cabin, starting from the lights all the way down to a toaster oven. What do you think, Aspen? Is that exciting? Huh? Don't roll off the bed. Now you can get what's called a smart home panel and tie this right into your fuse panel. I don't have one of those yet. I'm just going to hook it up like I have my other BLUETTI one straight up to my panel, and it's going to be a number 4 BLUETTI 5,000 watt. Well, third time lucky, I guess. I just figured I'd put my new BLUETTI to the left and put my older BLUETTI to the right. That way I got better access to the cables that come out of this one and go into here, plus all my solar wires and stuff are on this side. So this is going to be my main unit now,
and so I'm going to have this hooked up to my solar at all times, and then my old BLUETTI will be my secondary source. So it just fits the scheme better. Now I have better access to I can put my solar or AC charging methods in through the side here, and I have a solar here ready to go. And by the way, all the cables come with this, so you can charge it through an AC adapter, through your solar panels, through your car, or another battery system. So there's everything you need there to charge the system comes with it in a bag. This is the AC adapter. It's right in there. Locks on. I just plugged that right into where my gas generator comes in. Okay, this next cord is for my solar, which of course again is the most important one for me. I have a bunch of solar panels on my roof, and this one allows for more than one set of panels to be hooked in. Today I'm just going to hook up the one set. Well, that's awesome. It's a 400 watt panel system, and it's pulling in 348 watts, which is pretty close to, I don't know, 80% or whatever. That's a great intake. And as you can see there, we're only using about 40 watts or so, or even less. So with that 350 watts coming in, we're gaining all the time. Okay, we got it all tied into the system here. It is running the entire cabin. Let's just look at some of the things that I would use on a daily basis, and starting from smaller stuff and working our way up. Of course, as I mentioned, lights are no issue. All the lights you want, and it doesn't really fizz on the system. In this bedroom here, there's a light with a ceiling fan on it. This is particularly nice in the summer nights, you know, when it's going to be warm. You can always turn your fan on. Just take a second here and look outside again. What a day. Now, although my hot water on demand is vented to the outside, I still like to have, I put a ceiling fan up in there just to make sure that there are no harmful gases entering the cabin. You saw the fridge can run, you saw the coffee pot could run, and the toaster. And those things are large consumers of energy, but one of the biggest consumers of energy is the microwave. Let's just say you want to thaw out some ground beef or some spaghetti for supper. Pop that right in there. Way to go. Now I know what you're thinking. Do you really need to have that microwave? Do you really need to have that coffee pot? No, you don't. You don't have to have any of these modern day appliances if you don't want to. I could have a candle running here, or I could make my coffee on the stove every day. And I do that from time to time. But I look at that in this way. If you can generate power from the sun or from the wind or both and get it for free, then why not invest a little money, and it could make your life at times a little more comfortable than what it already is. Now, we're nowhere even near a laundromat, so I installed our own washer and dryer. This is a stackable unit. That's the washing machine, and this is the dryer. Now, the dryer is a propane heated, but still you have to run the motors in these, and they drain a fair bit of energy. Let's get a load of clothes in there. I have some clothes I can put in the dryer as well. Okay, I'll turn on the dryer at the same time. Now both of them run. Let's check out the BLUETTI, see how much energy we're using here. Okay, we're looking at about 900 watts there between the two of them. And again, the lights are not even flickering. Now likewise, I could wash clothes by hand and dry it on a clothesline. Well, you can't dry it on a clothesline when it's -30 and we have 6 months of winter here. So this is something that I can enjoy now because of this BLUETTI system as well. Now, so we got nearly 1,000 watts going in the washer and dryer. Let's turn that microwave back on again. No problem. So here's where you see that 5,000 watts of reserved energy is good. Previous to this, with the 2,000 watt, of course, I would have to simply do one or the other. Now I can just go and put everything on at one time and walk away. So it kind of speeds up your day a bit, so that way you can get outside. Okay, Okay, it's time to show you guys something real cool. As soon as that load of clothes gets done there, I will switch to the battery bank and the gas generator and show you just what happens when we try to do the same thing here. In the meantime, I think I'll watch a bit of land and sea. Oh boy, she's a chilly one out there this morning. Okay, this is the following morning now. I waited till it got dark so it'd be more noticeable effect on the lighting and stuff. And after all night, we're still at 52%. That was all last evening running the appliances here in the cabin. I just started up my gas generator, so now I'm going to switch over to the generator and try and make myself a cup of coffee. Generator certainly runs the lights well enough. Get that coffee going. Now, you see how the lights all went down? And you can hear the generator. I hope you can hear that on the camera. The generator has gone nuts out there. It's a 2,000 watt generator too. Nice one. So you can hear it revving out there. Oh, we just lost power. It actually just tripped it out. And I've used a Honda 2,000 watt generator and got a very similar response. All right, so we couldn't even get a cup of coffee out of it this morning. All right, let's switch over to our battery bank and try the same. Battery number 1. Again, running lights, no problem. Take 2 on our coffee here. Now, oh, tripped out the batteries. So I said to reset my batteries and I put it back on the BLUETTI again. That's just a cup of coffee. Okay, another load of clothes. I'll switch back on the generator. And there she goes. Now she'll start off okay, just pumping a bit of water in there, but when the motor kicks in, just watch this. Okay, the washing machine just cut in. The lights are blinking a little bit, not too bad, but just listen to the generator. I can't see that being good on the generator, and it's also going to burn a lot of gas. Okay, I'll switch over to my battery bank, my 6-volt battery bank. I got 8 6-volt batteries here, by the way. And we'll see what happens. Here's what happens when you run it off the batteries. Not a major inconvenience, but when your lights blink like that for 20 minutes, it gets annoying. It'll give you a bit of a headache. And of course now, thinking about running any other appliance during this time, I mean, that's off the books altogether. You can't do it. You have to stick to one thing only. Okay, now we got some eggs in the pan there now. We got our bacon fried up. Time to put some toast in the toaster. Okay, first I'll try it with the batteries on. You can already hear it beeping in there. All right, so we'll switch it back on the generator. Let's try her again. So you don't want to keep it down. I guess it trips at the generator for a second or two. So I think I'll just flick back to my BLUETTI and make everything smooth and finally get that cup of coffee. And now she's back on the BLUETTI. Perfect. Finally, we got it worked out. So these are real life examples. I can't make it up. I'm showing you firsthand how it works and how even what seems to be the smallest thing uses a tremendous amount of power. So you need the resource to be able to back that in order to get it, use it smoothly. And the BLUETTI systems are going to do it for me. That's going to be my main 5,000 watt. Now that's going to be my secondary 2,000 watt. And oh, what's this? Ooh, this might just be a giveaway. So this is the BLUETTI EB3A 600 watt portable power station. And I use the exact same power station in my house for charging up my flashlights, my GoPro batteries, my drone. It is a very cool little unit. Outdoor camping, tenting, that kind of thing. It is ideal. So I will be giving away this to one lucky viewer. Now remember, in any contest giveaway, the scammers come out and they put comments below saying that you won and you have to send money for delivery. Ignore all of that. There will be one winner, and I will be in contact directly with you, so any other comments, just ignore them.
In order to enter the contest, you have to comment and say BLUETTI AC500. And of course, that's the model number of the new 5,000 watt BLUETTI power station that I just showed in this video.
Okay, let's go and shut off that noisy generator. So guys, as you can see, our life here at the off-grid cabin is made 100% better and much more comfortable with the BLUETTI power stations. If you think one of these power stations is good for you, then check out their websites. In the meantime, we got lots of outdoor stuff to do today. It's shaping up to be a great day. So on to the next video. Take care of each other. Get outside and enjoy everything outdoors. We'll see you next time. Guaranteed.
Get outside.